Wasting some time here, back from vacation, and I knew Wargaming was gonna do it while I was gone. Release the German Battleships. They did it, and not surprised at all. Of course, I'm on vacation. Like, they're releasing their ships, and no, it was about four days after I think they came out. I actually got a hold of any of them. I only up to the Nassau. I actually only played the Nassau once, and actually forgot to put the paint on too. Anyways, but this video is about a little bit of a channel update at the very beginning. I'm going to continue with the Warhammer videos. I'm going to try to finish up the Vampire Accounts campaign mainly, and do a few Beastmen in there. And yes, they have some cool stuff coming out for the vampires too. They have the corpse cart and another something mortis for the vampires, and a new vampire lord. So that's really cool for Warhammer. I only saw the very intro video. I haven't read the patch notes, so I don't know everything about it. But y'all, I'm probably not going to make that until this weekend. Right now, I'm going to play a lot of Warships because it's been 2 weeks I haven't played, and I'm really wanting to get some Warships in. I do want to go up this German Battleship line. And I'm probably going to live stream some of that after I get to Tier 5. The Tier 3 and the Tier 4, those usually aren't great gameplay for people to watch. Anyways, so on to the Scharnhorst. Also, Civilization 6 is coming out in October. I'm going to play that. Also trying to get a new video card, so that having a new video card that's in video card should help me get things rendered quicker and get more content out. Anyways, that's beside the point. That's probably a couple months away because I'm still saving up my money, and this is probably the last premium ship I'm going to buy for a while because it was kind of expensive. Debated it for a bit, but anywho, on to the Scharnhorst. I like this ship. I've played 8 matches in it so far, and I think I've won, or I think maybe in 9 matches, and I've won 7 of them. So I am liking it. It does a few things about it. It does have just trollish armor on the gun casements and on the belt. So if you can keep anything like a 30-degree angle against enemy battleships, you should be able to mitigate a lot of their damage. It's when they get some other things into you. The torpedo reduction, 24%, not really worth talking about. It's pretty terrible. I have a clip I'm probably going to put in the gameplay section of this that man, I just get completely squished like a bug on a windshield. I do really like the turret speed on the rotation. I do have the captain skill for that too. I do need to retrain that captain. Not the best setup I have on him, honestly. I'll go ahead and show you all that. I have the high alert. Not too happy about that. I could, I do have enough points here to where I could get one of the tier 4 captain skills. I was kind of eyeballing that advanced fire training, but I do want to eventually kind of think about getting a sneaky captain trained up for battleships, because I like sneaky battleship captains. That's just my preference. And as far as modules I have on here, of course, main armaments, mod 1. I did go with the secondary battery firing. The actual, man, it's just such a shotgun at any kind of range. Also, AP at range doesn't seem to do a lot to enemy battleships. I'm sure if you have that this ship, you notice that in the actual. You look at the damage for the AP. It is fairly, well, I say fairly, it is actually very anemic damage for battleship AP. The one good thing about it, though, is the actual burn chance on it is nice at 20%, so that's not bad at all. You can start some fires fairly reliably. I didn't really want this intro to be this long, but I just got back, so let me ramble a bit. It does have torpedoes. I really do like the torpedo, the angles on the fire angles on them. It's nice. I do like that. It does make it fairly easy to get both of them off and not expose your broadside too much. Kind of just expose just a little bit to get them off, and then switch over and get the other side off too. Kind of like the Atago almost, but man, this thing's just a big, huge bully of a cruiser. Not really worth calling a battleship. It does seem like higher tier matches, you do get picked on by enemy aircraft carriers because your damage is just not very good, it seems like. There's just not a lot of AA coming off this thing. Anywho, hopefully y'all enjoy the gameplay and a bit more about this before we get to that. I do have the rudder shift upgrade. The turning circle is fairly painful, but the rudder shift time's not too bad. But, you know, it is a battleship but you kind of play it like a cruiser, so I feel like that hurts it more than it would a normal battleship, just because I do like to close with people in this and get in close with them and get some nice sweet side shots and torpedoes into folks. But hopefully y'all enjoy the gameplay. Alright guys, wasting some time here with a bit of gameplay, and this is on Shatter obviously, and I am in the Scharnhorst. I like to call it the Shasterhorn, but that's because I have issues. And a nice hit. This is one thing I really like about the show velocity. You can hit destroyers at range. The only problem is, like I said, the AA is really weak. Man, if they come for you, they will get you and get some damage into you, which is unfortunate. Kind of noticed didn't actually shoot but one of them down, and that was after they got their torpedoes off. Doesn't really help. Took almost full damage on all those torpedoes, so that is not great. And going back into the fight here now. This is a pretty short clip, just a bit of the good times with the Shasterhorn, a bit of the bad times. Shasterhorn, I said it wrong again. Scharnhorst. And does have the catapult spotter there. I actually forgot to check if it has the fighter. Man, I am a terrible person. Don't listen to my reviews. It's awful. Just one hit there too. It is really at long range. I find the ship is much more effective at 12 kilometers and under, just for the actual accuracy. Also, I am sucking a lot of my shots here a lot of times, and then that dispersion, man, it just gets ya. North Carolinas, I do shoot HE a lot more in this ship than anything else. Have some dive bombers coming back to get me. Do shoot one of them down. Thankfully, I am getting close enough to this North Carolina. I was chasing after this North Carolina so he could hopefully save me. Save me, Opal. And there's a enemy Mayhem decided to pop up there. Probably not the best move. Shoot some rounds at him. Having some difficulty talking, but that's nothing new. That commentary skills may be a bit rusty. Enemy Udaloy, and here is part of the good times. This is a tier 9 match, obviously. Man, this ship doesn't seem like it does too great engaging. You don't want to engage I-tier battleships in any kind of gunnery duel. It's just not going to work out well for you. Man, this show velocity, spread him out a little bit, just in case he does some maneuvers. But yes, yes. All right, and now that we got the good part, and nice, tasty detonation. Let's go see what happens if you get a bit derpy, do some silly things like that. Naswa. What he's doing, that's a terrible idea. I'm just going to charge the entire enemy. It's a bold strategy. It's a terrible one, though. Or if you're like me and you didn't notice that there was a destroyer on the other side of this island. It's like, oh wait, there's a little ship icon there in F6. Oh, maybe I should do something. And I'm detected. It's all bad news. I should have turned in. Go ahead and select him. Go ahead and shoot him. Get a nice, decent enough hit into him. Half his health. But, yeah. Torpedo belt protection. I am at 48,000 health right now. And there is all my health. Just not great torpedo belt there. Now we just listen to the sound of silence here and just watch a ship sink. It's terrible. yeah, so don't do that. And here's how these last two clips are actually how I do like to play this ship. I do really like having the rudder shift just to help me get around these islands. I do like getting in close with islands and jumping out and attacking enemy ships. I am actually top tier in this match. This thing is a beast when you're top tier. It is expensive at $50. I'm going to be honest, I don't think any of these ships are actually worth the money that Wargaming charges for them. Just my opinion. They're overpriced. I buy them anyways because I have a problem. They take advantage of that. A lot of people, but it's what it is. Shooting some AP. I'm shooting high on his belt there. Honestly, because I was afraid that they wouldn't get any kind of penetration. And like I said again, there are those nice, really nice torpedo arcs. I didn't want to turn that much because he is eyeballing me. And he does get a nice hit into me there, but I do get the last hit. Go ahead and get rid of him. Koenig. Yeah, I mean this is still clubbing, but this is how I like to play. A bit smarter if they're higher tier. You don't want to get quite as aggressive as you can, obviously, with lower tier ships. But man, get into brawling range and make it happen. It's what most of the fun from the Scharnhorst actually comes to life. And you actually hit things. Of course, not there. Oh man, these torpedoes are really nice too. I feel like they are more useful than in the Turpets because I feel like I can be more aggressive at tier 7 in general, and the ship being a bit quicker, seems like. Completely missed that front turret. We don't need to shoot things, we just need to torpedo them. Yes, get in nice and close. I do whiff this a bit right at the last second there. I only get 2 hits, not the other one, and he does get a nice bit of damage into me right here. Not the way I wanted to turn. I was worried about these torpedoes for a second, and that kind of had me going the wrong way. But nice close quarters expert. I do see, it seems like I get a lot more of these with this ship. That is another reason why I have the upgrade that increases your range. I do want to get ATF with this, like I think I mentioned in the intro there. And man, so this is a tier 9 battle, and this Iowa is engaging the Iowa in front of me, the friendly. And if you can get the side of these, and you can use AP, I am shooting high on the waterline. Before this, actually, maybe in this solo, actually, to where I got some hits, and I got a lot of bounces I wasn't pleased with. I think it was actually, might have been that one. I had two of the shell heads broke off, so I'm going to go a bit higher. Unless you're really close, it doesn't seem like you can get through easily or reliably. That's just my experience. Against battleships, in my opinion. Against cruisers, man, you can wreck cruisers with these guns, though. That was a nice round there. I did notice I was gonna try to set him on fire, but our friendly Iowa just completely wrecked that guy as he started to turn just a little bit. I am backing up here. I am waiting for the enemy team to that Dmitry Donsky to come around that corner and be silly. Pretty sure our friendly Iowa got 4 citadels. It's really nice when you get that. This guy, I guess he forgot I was here. Aiming waterline shots, trying to get these citadel hits, and man, sometimes it just lines up for you nice. Really try to play smart at higher tiers. I don't take a lot of risks until everything's in my favor. I probably should play a bit smarter at lower tiers, but everybody likes to have fun, right? If you have $50 and you're willing to shell out for something that it's similar to the Turpets, but it is a lot different. I mean, for the tier you have little guns. I'm not even going to worry about this Sims because he's already wrecked. And this silly Colorado seems like he is doesn't know where he's going. Bad ideas. I will help him accomplish them. go around this corner and try to get in brawling range. This is why the ship is so much fun, I think, and you can mitigate a lot of damage just keeping your angles up or just attack people who are distracted like this fellow. Didn't do a great job of that on that last little clip to where I was fighting that Koenig. He did get some really nice hits into me, but that's because I whiffed, mainly whiffed that last torpedo hit. I should have aimed it a bit better. Go around after young guns. I always think it's silly when people make their names with the XX's on the ends or other symbols. Just my opinion. Oh yes. And he just came straight for me. I think he slopped for a second there. He's going to speed up here a moment after he noticed me. And it does seem like the secondaries do a lot of damage, and it seems like they get a lot of hits for secondaries in general. And also he's broadside to an Iowa. That doesn't it's not helping his cause at all. Excuse me, sir, would you like some torpedoes? Got a decent hit there, but a lot of them were bounces. I was hoping to I was hoping to take out some of his guns there. They weren't pointing at me, so I was kind of hoping I could get in there and pot some of his guns. Didn't really have to worry about it though. And this Scharnhorst up here, it's enemy Scharnhorst, showing why it has torpedo protection on this is just abysmal. I mean, it's I don't think it's any better than a cruiser, really. It's just awful. Unlike the Yamato with its amazing torpedo belt protection. And that is about wrapped it up, guys. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. We're just going to last a little bit of this engagement. Another distracted driver here. Distracted drivers, man. If you don't have road rage, you're not paying attention. This guy, he finally giving me the eyeball, launched some torpedoes at him. He is coming our way. I'm going to try to turn over and get my other torps off. He does now decide to pay attention to me. I am shooting at you, so is he. I'm going to have the better of this, obviously, with all my hit points still alive and well here. And throw out the last little bit and see if we can kill him here. Anyways, hopefully y'all enjoyed, and come back and see me later on the next one.